Now, this was such a fun day. So, as you can see, I did this in a bit of a hyperlapse, and this is the Edmonton Mustang Social Car Club that was cruising from Edmonton to the Donut Mill. And there was a total of 22 of us, although only 21 Mustangs. And the one thing is, I passed at the beginning here, there was a DeLorean and a really cool old 30s hot rod. And, it was really, really awesome to be on this cruise. I did get left behind a little bit, but there was one car in behind me that, an S550 that was just much faster than me, to make sure I didn't fall completely behind. And it's just, when cars got in between us and stuff like that, and people slowing down, speeding up, and whatever else, it just, at points, I just fell back. You can kind of see a bit, and, there is a break in the footage because of that. But, it was just, honestly, just a really, really good day. So we actually met, like I said, at the Donut Mill with the Dark Horses Mustang Club, and Dark Horses Mustang Club is based out of Calgary. Obviously, these lovely people are based out of Edmonton, and this is the first time I have ever met any of the Edmonton crew, and honestly, I'm a big fan, to be honest. The beginning of this clip, actually, because I started towards the front, not super forward. I think there was a total of 5 or 6 cars in front of me, and then I just kept falling further and further back because people wanted to go a little faster, and that was fine. But it's just really nice time. And mostly S197s and S550s, although there were 3 foxbodies, including myself. And there was definitely a variety in the S197s and S550s, though. As you can kind of see them go by, like that burgundy one right there, that's a GT350. So, it's got the flat plane crank, and I believe it's supercharged as well. And there's one of the foxbody convertibles that happens to be an 86. And, there's that red S197 in front of me. And then, and again, I just keep falling further and further back. But that's totally okay. That's the one thing with this car. And that white Fox body that just went by there, that thing has a supercharger on it, and it's just really badass. I love the build. Honestly, I don't think I would change anything about the build. It's quite nice, and it's still 4-lug. With all the mods, you think he would have gone 5-lug, but that's actually not the case. And it's refreshing to see 4-lug, to be honest, and, with some nice SUV wheels, and just, pretty good time. And it's interesting, actually, because there's this Silverado that kept, we kept passing each other back and forth, back and forth, back and forth throughout this, and it was just kind of interesting. Although, and actually you may have seen back there, that white Mustang that was in behind that truck. He was the one that he was coming up the rear and just making sure that nobody got left too far behind, like I was, getting, to be honest. And it was just, again, this car is not very good at, if you need to speed up on the highway, especially on hills, it's not great at doing that. It will do it, but, it's just one of those things where you just have to be a little careful, because it is a 209.6. I've got the T5 manual swap with the 8.8 rear end with 355s, and I'm only pushing 91 horsepower and 185 foot-pounds of torque to the wheels. And with a 28-inch tall 275 wide out back, I was having, having problems with the speeds. And, it's fine. We weren't going that fast, to be honest. It's just, I had to get up to speed at times throughout this just to be able to try and keep up. Because you can see here, they just kind of dust me, and I'm like, I don't really want to go super fast. So, it's just one of those things, and then you'll see here very quickly that I catch back up, right here. And then this is where I start to pass a couple of these guys, because I just wanted to catch back up. And, so that's what I do. And, genuinely, these folks are they're absolutely awesome. And there happened to actually be one Camaro in here, even though it is the Edmonton Mustang Social Club. Everything is technically welcome. It's just pretty much hey, if you like Mustangs, you can come out. Doesn't matter what you drive. You can drive a Camry for all they care. As long as you have the passion, that's all that matters. And that's what I love about this club. You know, they are just quite nice. And everybody's just super friendly, and I would definitely recommend, if you're looking for a club, go check them out, because honestly, this was just a lot of fun, and I just felt very welcomed in my little beater foxbody, you know? And, like, I was definitely the slowest car in the group, but that's pretty typical, to be honest, with this car, especially when you're dealing with these newer Mustangs. Like, Fox bodies are always slow compared to the S550s and S197s, because those things are just super stable and, you know, have over 400 horsepower, or can, with the Coyote anyways. And, you know, it's just, the overall width and everything just makes them quite a bit more stable. And then also, they've got like 10-speed automatics, and although surprisingly, a lot of these cars were actually manual transmissions, which was actually kind of refreshing to see, because a lot of the time you see automatics, so definitely a plus. And, you know, it was just, yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this day, but to be honest, it was nice, you know. Quite hot, like I got to about 24 degrees, and actually you saw that Chevy that we were passing each other back and forth. He cut me off there, and I was kind of a little bit peeved about that. You know, I didn't honk at him, but I don't think he really cared. And then see, now you see me kind of start to pass some of the cars, just try to catch back up again, proper, and because I didn't want to get, I didn't want to fall behind again. So, you know, and there's a couple more that I pass, and that blue convertible is actually an RTR, and it's got a supercharger on it, and it's very badass, to be honest. You know, and just seeing all these beautiful ponies, you know, because it's something that, how many times do you actually see this many Mustangs cruising together, right? Like, granted, there was one Camaro, which I don't even know if you'll see the Camaro in this video, to be honest, because they were quite a bit forward from where I started from. So yeah, but still, I mean, he's he likes to drive fast. I mean, to be honest, driving fast is fun. It's just figuring out, you know, when to do it and stuff like that. And, you know, like throughout this entire journey, we really didn't go that fast. It was just kind of nice that way, because, you know, with some of the other Mustang crews I've been a part of, they just like to go balls out and, you know, just go really fast. See, the RTR passed me again there. And then, you know, I start coming up here. And it was just really fun. And a lot of people were taking videos and whatnot. And there are certain points of this video, actually, where you'd see people on the side of the road taking video. So that was really cool. And, yeah, just overall, I cannot praise this group more for this whole day. Seriously. Like, if you are in Edmonton and if you just are into cars at all, seriously consider joining. Like, if you like your Mustangs and everything, because, like, you know, there's a guy there that he brought his Mustang, but he says, like, I wish I brought my Supra. But I guess the Supra just wasn't ready, but the Mustang was. So, yeah, it was just one of those deals. And, because the one thing is, I wasn't sure what entrance they were actually going to take here, so that's why I kept swapping back and forth from the right lane to the left, because I thought they were going to take Gateway, and they did not. They decided to take this way.